Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Qshore from Qshore Technologies. In this tutorial, I will explain you about TestNG framework. So what is TestNG and what are all the advantages we have with the TestNG and how to install TestNG with Eclipse and what are all the different types of annotations we have in TestNG. So before doing all these things, first let me explain about what is the TestNG. TestNG stands for Test Next Generation, which is advanced for JUnit and NUnit frameworks, and which we can use this TestNG framework to perform unit testing in a project. Actually, this TestNG framework was developed for Java developers to perform unit testing in a project. But since we started working on Selenium with Java, that's what we are also using this TestNG framework to perform the functional testing in a project. So, but why TestNG, Qshore? Why TestNG is more popular among other tools in the market? So why not JUnit? Why only TestNG? Why everyone is focusing on TestNG? Why everyone is asking about TestNG in interviews, guys? Because TestNG is having some advantages. Let me give you the quick overview of advantages of TestNG one by one. Just see, guys. So what are the advantages we have with TestNG? Just see. First, let me start with the first advantage. So comparatively with the JUnit, we have more annotations. We have more annotations in TestNG. This is the first advantage with the TestNG. So why? What is the advantage here? Simple. In JUnit, we have less number of annotations. With that less number of annotations, we can able to manage only scenario level execution in JUnit framework. But in TestNG, we have more number of annotations. With the help of more number of annotations, we can able to manage the complete project level execution. Complete project level execution we can able to manage. Now coming to the second advantage with the TestNG is we can able to prioritize the test script. Prioritize the test scripts. Prioritize test execution is possible in TestNG framework. What is the meaning of prioritization? Simple, guys. In JUnit, when you run the tests, all the tests are executing in an alphabetical order. Even in TestNG also, all the test scripts are executing in a alphabetical order. But no, Qshore, I would like to run my test script in a sequential order. That is possible with the help of prioritization in TestNG framework, which is not possible in JUnit framework. I hope you understand, guys. Don't worry, everything we'll see practically in the next videos, guys. Each and every advantage we are discussing here, I'll explain as a one concept in TestNG. Coming to the third advantage with TestNG is we can see the TestNG results. We can get the TestNG results in a various formats. Various formats we can get the TestNG results, like what? HTML, emailable. Next one is what? XML format, etc. So by default, when you run the TestNG program, you can see the TestNG results in a TestNG console. On top of it, we can also get the TestNG results in a various formats like HTML, emailable, XML formats. Now coming to the next advantage with the TestNG is we can run multiple TestNG tests, TestNG tests as a suite through XML file. Very important area, guys. So when you faced any question related to TestNG, this is the quite common question. So how to run the multiple TestNG tests through XML file? How to run the TestNG test scripts as a suite through XML file? This is the quite common question, guys. So we'll discuss more about this XML file, how to design the test scripts and how to run them through XML file, we'll see. But we can able to run multiple tests as a suite through XML file. So coming to the next advantage with the TestNG is what? We can apply both hard and soft assertions in TestNG. What is the meaning of assertion? Generally, the concept of assertion is what? If it will check the condition. If the condition is true, then only it continues the execution. That is called as hard assertion. That means what? If any condition is satisfied, then only it will go to the next condition. If the condition is not satisfied, it will stop the execution, guys. This is called as hard assertion. But in TestNG, additionally, we have a soft assertion as well. What is soft assertion? If you apply soft assertion, if the condition is true or false, doesn't matter, it will go to the next line execution, guys. So according to your requirement, you can apply either hard assertion or soft assertions in TestNG. And coming to the next advantage with the TestNG is what? We can, parameterize the data. We can parameterize data through data provider through data provider through data provider annotation. So when you write the TestNG script, when you run it, by default it will execute for one time. But Qshore, I would like to run my script for 3 times, and every time I would like to change my data. Yes, that is possible with data provider annotation in TestNG framework. Coming to the next advantage with TestNG is what? We can apply groupings. So what do you mean by groupings? Like by default, when you call and execute the TestNG test, it will be executing all the tests. But no, I would like to run only few test scripts. Yes, that is possible by keeping them in a groups. Very important area, guys. By keeping them in a groups, we can able to execute them. That is possible with the help of the TestNG framework. I told you guys, don't worry about all these things. Just understand these are all the advantages. We'll see in the next videos. I'll explain you completely about all these advantages. Coming to the next advantage with the TestNG is we have more number of assertions, in TestNG. Comparatively with JUnit, we have more number of assertions in TestNG. And coming to the last but not least, what is that? We can apply listeners in TestNG. Because of these many advantages, we are preferring to implement TestNG as a framework in a project comparatively with the others, guys. So I hope you understand about the advantages with TestNG. Let me give you the quick overview. What are the different advantages we have with TestNG? So comparatively with JUnit, we have more annotations in TestNG. We can prioritize the execution. We can run them in a sequential order, and we can see the results in various formats. And we can run multiple TestNG tests as a suite through XML file. And we can apply both hard assertions as well as the soft assertions. So according to your requirement, we can parameterize the data through data provider annotation. And we can run only specific test scripts by making them as a groups. Groupings is possible here in the TestNG framework. And we have more assertions in TestNG comparatively with the JUnit. And also we can apply listeners. So what to do? Post conditions, what to do and how can we proceed, that we will discuss in the listeners, guys. These are all the advantages. Because of these advantages, we are preferring to implement TestNG comparatively with the other frameworks, guys. So, but how to implement all these things, Qshore? Before working on this TestNG, first we need to install TestNG with Eclipse. Till now, we are using Eclipse only for writing the Selenium tests. But now I would like to run the Selenium. I would like to design the Selenium test through TestNG framework. So before implementing TestNG here, we need to install the TestNG with Eclipse. Qshore, how to install the TestNG with Eclipse? Simple, guys. We can install the TestNG with Eclipse directly by taking the location from the official website. So how can we get it? Let me show you how to install the TestNG. Just let's go to the Google. Here I'm searching for TestNG with Eclipse. TestNG with Eclipse, plugin down. Just click on this. When you click on this, see it shows you the official website called testng.org. Just click on this TestNG. When you open this official website, you can see here download. On download, when you click on download here, if you would like to install TestNG through Maven, you can use this dependency information. Gradle, we can use this, but we are going to install with Eclipse. See, what is the preconditions to install TestNG with Eclipse? First precondition is you should have a Java 1.7 plus version is required. So that's what I'm always suggesting people to install the JDK from 8 and above versions, guys. And latest version is 14, of course, but I'm suggesting you to install 8 and above versions. Any version is fine. And second thing is Eclipse 4.2 and above is required. That's what I'm suggesting you again to install the Eclipse also from the Kepler onwards. Kepler is from 4.3. From 4.3 onwards, any version is fine to work on TestNG frameworks. So once you satisfy these two preconditions, coming to the next one, update the site for release, install from update site. Did you see this? This is the URL, guys. Just copy this URL. This is the place where we can find the TestNG. Copy this URL. Just copy this URL and go to the Eclipse here. In Eclipse, go to the help menu. In help menu, you can see install new software. When you click on install new software, I can see here add button, work with, you can see add button. Just click on this add button, specify which software you are installing, TestNG, and where it is available, updated site, just paste the URL. Hope you understand, guys. Just take the path of the location where TestNG is available. Take that path and paste it here. Click on OK. When you click on OK, automatically see it is showing me pending. It is fetching the TestNG information from the official website. Once it fetch the data, it will show you TestNG. One checkbox it will display. One checkbox it will display. Check the checkbox. Click on next button, next, click on finish. And once you click on finish, it will ask you to restart. No problem, you can restart it, guys, because when you restart it, it will not restart your machine, it will restart your Eclipse, and TestNG will be successfully installing with Eclipse. This is how we are installing TestNG. Let it open, guys. First, let it fetch the data, TestNG data, let it fetch, then we can see. See, it is pending still. It will take some time, guys. You need to spend minimum 5 minutes of time it will take to install. But I don't want to wait for 5 minutes and all. I'll just give you the quick overview how to install it and all. It's taking time. So you can see fetching children of TestNG, 38% only completed, guys. It depends on the broadband as well. Oh, it's loading very slowly, guys. Okay, fine. I'm just canceling this process. You understand, guys, how to install? Just paste it, and you can see here. You can see one TestNG, one checkbox. You can get it, guys. Here, just select the checkbox and click on next. Click on next. Accept terms and conditions and finish. When you click on finish, it will ask you to restart. Click on restart button, and your Eclipse will be restarting, and you can able to get the complete TestNG software got installed, guys. This is the one way to install TestNG with Eclipse. Second way is what, when you're working in Java project, this is the way to install. But if you are using Maven, we are going to install it through dependency information, guys. Maven dependency information we are using. That we will discuss when we are talking about TestNG with Maven. Okay, understand, guys? This is about installation of TestNG with Eclipse. Once you install the TestNG, since I already installed, guys, I need not to spend time again. I'm canceling this process. Now I successfully installed the TestNG with Eclipse. Once you install the TestNG, now we can start working on TestNG annotations. So Qshore, what do you mean by annotation? And what are the different annotations we have that we already discussed in the JUnit framework? So what is annotation? Annotation is similar to class, which contains the reusable code. So there are different types of annotation. Every annotation starts with the symbol called at the rate, guys. So what is the first advantage in TestNG? So comparatively with the JUnit, we have more annotations in TestNG. So what is that, Qshore? So I explained you one point. I hope you remember that, guys. What is that? So by using TestNG, by having more annotations in TestNG, we can able to manage complete project level execution. First of all, Qshore, what is the project? Simple. Let me give you one real-time example, guys, you can understand. Now, you're asking me, Qshore, what is your current project? I'm telling that my current project is Revlon. And Qshore, what was your first project in your career? My first project was Bank of America in Accenture. That was my first project. Qshore, what is your previous project? My previous project was Bell Canada. Bell Canada was my previous project, right? So in this scenario, I'm telling that my current project is, what is that? My current project is Revlon. My current project is Revlon. Next one is our Bank of America. Our next one is Bell. Our next one is the Unum. These are all my projects. But frankly speaking, guys, these are all not my projects. These are all my client names. Revlon is not a project, it's a client name. Bank of America is not a project, it's a client name. Bell is not a project and Unum is not a project. These are all what? Clients. So what exactly the client? Okay, what exactly the client, and under the client we have a projects, guys. So under these clients we have projects. Guys, 1 second, please. Under these clients we have a multiple projects. So what is the meaning of projects? See, but why I'm highlighting my client name as a project name? Simple. If you are in India, if somebody is asking you where you are from, I'm from Andhra Pradesh, or I'm from Tamil Nadu, I'm from Telangana, I'm from Karnataka, I'm from Madhya Pradesh, right? So, but when you went to US, if somebody is asking you where you are from, I'm from India. So when you are in India, you are highlighting your state. When you are outside the India, you are highlighting your country. That is called as India. Understand? In the same way, when you are inside the Revlon, if somebody is asking you which project you are working, I'm working for QMS. That is a project name. Okay, but outside the Revlon, if somebody is asking you which project you are into now, I'm into Revlon. Revlon is not a project, it's a client. Understand everyone? So under projects, we have a multiple, sorry, under client, we have a multiple projects. So in this example, I'll take the Revlon as an example, guys. See, Revlon is the client. Under the client, we have a multiple projects. What are the projects? Suppose I'm keeping the project name as a QMS is the one project, and the next one is the QMS is the one project, and MCD is the one project, and GCI is the one project. GCI is the one project, like different names of the projects. Don't try to understand these project names, guys. Don't worry, just understand. We have some projects. Under a client, we have a multiple projects. Clear, everybody? Now, in every project, we have a multiple modules. Every project we have a multiple modules, guys. So under QMS project we have a module 1, next one is the module 2, next one is the module 3. The names might be different: admin module, employee module, customer module, vendor module. Different modules we have. I don't want to specify the names of the modules, guys, here. Just I'm specifying the module 1, module 2, module 3. Next one, in MCD project also we have a module 1, and next one is the module 2. And GCI also we have a module 1, module 2, next one is the module 3. I hope you understand, guys. So under client, we have a multiple projects. Under project, we have a multiple modules. Under every module, we have a multiple scenarios. Scenario 1, scenario 2, scenario 3. Three scenarios we have under module 1. In module 2, I have a scenario 1, scenario 2. Guys, clear, guys? Next one, module 3, we have a, in module 3, we have a scenario 1, scenario 2, scenario 3, scenario 4. We have a multiple scenarios. Guys, under client, we have a multiple projects. Under every project, we have a multiple modules. Under every module, we have a multiple scenarios. And under every scenario, see what is that? Module 1, scenario 1. In every scenario, we have a multiple test cases. TC01, next one, TC02, then TC03. Understand? Next one, second module, module 2 hyphen, module 1 hyphen scenario 2. We have a TC01, next one, TC02. Like that, we have a multiple test cases. Next one, module 1, again, module 1 hyphen scenario 3. Scenario 3, we have a TC01. Sorry, what is that? TC01, TC02, TC01, TC02. Like that, we have a test cases. And in every test case, we have a multiple steps. This is the complete structure of the project, guys. Project is not simply Bank of America, not simply Revlon, not simply Unum, or not simply Barclays, or not simply Wells Fargo. These are all not projects, guys. These are all the clients. Client is the collection of, client contains multiple projects. And every project we have a multiple modules. In every module, we have a multiple scenarios. And in every scenario, we have a multiple test cases. Every test case, we have a multiple steps. This is the actual structure of the project. Now, what is the advantage? First advantage in TestNG. So in TestNG, we have more annotations. By having the more annotations, guys, we can able to manage complete project level execution. Complete QMS project I can able to execute at a time with the help of the more annotations in TestNG. That is the first advantage we have. So clear, guys, everyone. This information you cannot get anywhere, guys. This is the mandatory information. Directly I can show you annotations, but still you'll be having some confusion. Now how to handle, how to work with this project structure, how to handle this complete project with the help of the annotations, that we'll see now. Simple. First one, there are few annotations we have in TestNG. What is the first annotation, guys? Before suit, before suit, at the rate, before suit, before suit. This is the first one. So before suit, we are using to manage the project, starting of the project. So ultimately QMS, this is the starting of the project, and ending of the project will be what? After suit. So before suit and after suit. Before suit, we are using to manage the project. After suit, we are using to manage the end of the project. Before suit is for, so let me give you the quickly here, guys. Before suit is for what? Before suit annotation we are using to manage the starting of the project. Starting of the project. Understand, starting of the project. What is that? In this example, QMS is the project. Next one, at the rate, after suit. After suit is what, guys? Ending of the project. Ending of the project. What is the ending of the project here? QMS is the ending of the project. Guys, clear? Next one. Next one is the under project we have a multiple modules. So modules, how can we manage? At the rate before test. Before test. This annotation we are using to manage the starting of the module. Starting of the module. Next one. After test we are using to manage the ending of the project. Ending of the module. Understand, guys? Next one. Next one. Before class. This annotation we are using to manage the starting of the scenario. Starting of scenario. Understand, guys? Next one. At the rate. After class annotation we are using to manage the ending of the scenario. Okay, guys. Next one is the before method. Next one is what? Next one, before method. This before method annotation we are using to manage the starting of the test case. Next one, at the rate after method we are using to manage the ending of the test case. Ending of the test case, guys. Test annotation we are using to manage the test script. To manage the test script. These are all the annotations, major annotations we have in TestNG. So by having these many annotations, guys, we can able to manage the complete project level execution in TestNG. So how to manage that and how to work with complete project level execution, that we'll see clearly in the next video. Okay. So I hope you understand this concept, guys, how to install the TestNG and what advantages we have with the TestNG, and what are all the different types of annotations we have in TestNG, what is the structure of the project. This is the base information, guys. In the next videos, I'll explain you how to implement these annotations and how to work with these annotations in real time, and how to groupings and how to use XML file. Each and everything we'll be discussing in the next videos. Thank you for watching.